Hi, my next guest in the Hotel Tales What's Your Story Chat series is Mr. Juan Carlos Cardona Aquino, or more popularly known as JK. He is a seasoned hotelier with an extensive career in the hospitality industry. A highly motivated person with a strong hotel management background and is armed with a degree in hospitality business, culinary arts and restaurant from Barcelona Hospitality Business School and University of Bellaterra from Barcelona. He had served, among other hotels, the Four Seasons in Mexico, Buenos Aires, the luxurious The Address Hotel and Resorts in Dubai, the Banyan Tree Resort in Mayakoba, Mexico, and is now the hotel manager for the Banyan Tree Hotel and Pavilion Hotel in the heart of Kuala Lumpur. Recently, the Banyan Tree Hotel in KL has been on every social media and is the most talked about hotel in town. Yes, you guessed it right. They are featuring a 460 ringgit burger or $110 burger that was inspired by an expensive birthday drama that happened in the hotel recently. This burger even has its own name. It is called the Real 460 Golden Burger. I wonder how it tastes like, but I certainly can buy 42 Big Macs like this with 460 ringgit. This is my dinner, by the way. We shall chat with JK to find out what this 460 ringgit burger is about before we discuss with him on the new normal for hotel development. Let's hear what is JK's story. Stay tuned. Hi, today with me in Hotel Tales What's Your Story Chat series is Mr. Juan Carlos, or more popularly known as JK. He is the hotel manager of Banyan Tree and the Pavilion Hotel in the heart of Kuala Lumpur City. JK, welcome to the show. Before we get to the serious business, everyone who has a social media account today knows of the burger drama you experienced at the Banyan Tree KL recently. We are not going to talk about the drama details here because our listeners can find it all in the social media. But we are curious, JK, to know about the Real 460 Golden Burger. Can you tell us what is it made of?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Hanley, for the introduction. And definitely the drama became a fantastic opportunity. I'm still surprised how social media, how is the length and the virality of social media nowadays. So basically, the Golden Burger, what it has is a very good Wagyu patty. It's a double patty actually, made of Wagyu beef, Australian beef, made at home, homemade patty. Then the chef added every layer of the patty has a golden leaf. On top of the bun as well has another golden leaf. And then not only that, it has besides of having a truffle paste on both sides of the bread, it comes as well with two seared foie gras, like French style. Then has tomato, lettuce, apple compote, shoestrings, fries. Then have some bacon and a sunny side up egg. So imagine is a tower of hamburger, plus has on the side the foie. We didn't want to put the foie inside because it was too much, but it definitely worth of 460 ringgit because it comes with two glasses of red wine, and it's for two people. So if you make the maths, it's actually a very good dinner or lunch for two people.
Fantastic. You're making me hungry already. JK, have you sold any to date, these burgers?
Since drama started on, I think it was Wednesday night, from Thursday until today, more than 44 to 46 golden burgers. But the most funny part is that the story of the hamburger started with the 88 burgers. So people is actually coming we sold more than 188 ringgit burger, and around 44 to 46. Today in lunch, I saw a couple of golden burgers coming out from the kitchen. It was very, very fun.
Well done, and congratulations to you and to your team. All right, JK, burgers aside, now let's get to some serious business.
No, you have a very impressive profile, which I've already introduced you to the audience. Yeah, so I think you can contribute a lot to the industry. But before that, JK, what makes you want to come to this industry? I mean, what drives you to come to the industry?
That's a good question, because there is this cliche story about your grandmother cooking for you. Remember the story of the cooks? While you're getting to, so I originally studied as a cook in Barcelona in 1999. I did my 3 years. So actually, I got the degree on culinary science and arts in Barcelona, in one of the most recognized schools in Barcelona. While I was doing these 3 years of cooking, obviously I had to as well learn laterally. I had to learn about service, about sommelier, about it's a big world of cheese in Spain, Italy.
Right.
So it's as big as the wines. You have cheeses, no?
Mm-hmm.
So I got in love about the service. I was doing my casual labor and extras in banquets. And during these 3 years of madness of studying and cooking and working, when I finished and I got my title, somebody told me, "Hey, would you like to give a try on the service side?" And then I said, "Okay, let's give it a try." There was a restaurant I was actually going casually on the weekends, and they offered me assistant manager position in one of the restaurants. And suddenly I felt that it was not as hot as in the kitchen, and I felt that the suit and the tie fit very well. And
Fits you well, yeah.
I had this as well. This personality that fit as well in the service side, in the restaurant itself. I have a little bit of PR skills. And then it was very natural, the way that I got out of the kitchen and got into the world of management. So then obviously I did 1 year to do the jump in the hotels, because when you finish on the School of Culinary, you need to actually do your 1 year intern in the campus on the university. So I did that. So I round up a little bit the whole theory of hospitality, and then I just moved on.
Great.
I started working in hotel.
I'm sure you are enjoying every moment of it, being in the management side as well. Yeah.
I tell you that the university, the real university is the working life spirit. Is that what it gives you? It rounds you up, because management is not easy. Management is something that you cannot stop thinking about.
Right. Yeah. Now let me get straight to the point. A few questions that we wanted to ask you. Yeah. Banyan Tree manages 2 different hotel assets in the city in KL, in the center of KL. Give us a bit of a description of these 2 assets, and how do you position them differently, being so close together, proximity?
Great question. Since day one, we had that in mind. No, we could not open 2 hotels that they are the same, under the same brand, right? So very smartly, Banyan Tree as a company and the ownership of the 2 hotels, which is actually the ownership of the Pavilion Mall, they define very well how was the concept of each hotel. It's very simple. Banyan Tree Hotel is a very small boutique hotel on top of one of the most exclusive buildings in KL, in front of the mall. It's only 55 suites, so it's actually a boutique hotel with 3 or 4 of the best food and beverage components that the city has right now, which is Vertigo, the rooftop, Horizon Grill, which is one of the most exclusive steakhouses in the city. Then you have now Altitude, which we're serving Japanese with 2 of the best Japanese chefs in town, Plus, then we have a pastry which is managed by French pâtissier, French executive pastry chef, which give us a lot of, besides the quality we're giving, a lot of name, a lot of renown in the city, right?
Right.
So this is the Banyan Tree, very exclusive, big, oversized rooms in a very exclusive building, right? Then we move to the other side, which is Pavilion Hotel. All the things that you miss from Banyan Tree, you will have it in Pavilion Hotel. So you have much more rooms. Right. You have 325 rooms. You have a tier of rooms that the rate of the rooms are much more, let's say it's much more easy to let's say it's, I don't want to say the word like it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's more affordable. Yeah,
it's more affordable. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Right.
Sometimes my English doesn't flow through.
Okay.
It's more affordable, but then you have a big convention center in the level 7. So you have a big ballroom with breakout rooms. Then we have the coffee house, which is courtyard, a small speakeasy bar for the whiskey lovers and for the mixology lovers. Plus, now it's under construction, by the way. We're gonna launch a new Chinese restaurant.
Wow.
So I think that the food and beverage and the rooms are fitted perfectly for the type of hotel and the size of the hotel. Let's say that would be the way that I would describe the two buildings.
Yeah. So I think that's a fantastic way to differentiate the two products, being so close together. I think you cater to a large market segment, be able to differentiate these two products. Yeah. But Banyan Tree, JK, is a big name. Banyan Tree is a very is a good brand, a good hotel brand. Yeah. But tell us from the inside, how do you differentiate Banyan Tree from its competitors?
Banyan Tree born as an exclusive villa concept resort. So the Banyan Tree originally born in Phuket, with the idea of rebirthing a site that it was a mine. It was a mine. It was actually destroyed. They actually when KP when Mr. Ho, the owner, bought the plot of the land, it was completely destroyed, and then he saw the potential of turning that place into life. Since day one, thinking about sustainability, thinking about ecosystem, thinking about ways of making the earth coming back to his original status, right? State. So with that in mind, and with the component of the villas as a room, I mean, instead of thinking only of having a room, that you have your own house, then with a pool and with the component of the spa, the company born mostly as a sanctuary. So the concept of Banyan Tree, different than other places, is that since day one, since the beginning, the origin of the company, the owner thought that the Banyan Tree should be a place to find yourself, to get wellness, to be able to relax and calm. So imagine all this concept was spread out from the last 25 years.
Right.
But suddenly, obviously, we had to be represented in some of the most important cities. So then we had to reinvent ourselves to be able to keep that philosophy of sanctuary, but on city hotels, right?
Right.
So Banyan Tree, the one we got here, we actually got it. We have the spa. We have we have this privacy that you are finding. You try to find in every single Banyan Tree, and here in the Pavilion Hotel, we did like more of a wide brand hybrid, managed by the same team that so we apply the same standards, we apply the same level of service, and besides that, the building is a little bit more structurally different than a normal Banyan Tree.
Right. Okay. No, I think that sounds. It's really a sanctuary. In fact, even your logo itself shows that. Under a banyan tree, it really provides that kind of comfort and sanctuary. Yeah. Now, but with this current COVID pandemic, JK, a lot of things have changed. Yeah. And yet we see in many cities around this region, there are still many people building hotels. A lot of developers are still building hotels. What would your advice to these developers? Should they be building the same kind of hotel, or should configuration of these hotels change with this new normal, we always say? Because the needs are very different now. F&B offerings are very different. Sitting capacity has suddenly shrunk. So with this situation currently, what would your advice be for owners who are developing new hotels?
It's a big question, this one. If we think about the COVID as a pandemic that at some point will be over, or at some point will be part of our lives, I don't think that as a developer, you might need to have in consideration any particular changes on the way that you will build your hotel. Having said that, what I would suggest, because most of the developers that they were building, they were before COVID, so they cannot actually stop, right?
Right.
They cannot stop building. I mean, they can stop building because there's less. They can actually postpone a little bit the openings, because it doesn't make sense now to open the hotels, which the low demand that we have, right? But I don't think they're going to change the structure of the hotel, or they're going to change the way that they're building the hotel. The only thing I would suggest, which is part of the world that is going on right now, is that COVID show us that you need to take care of that you always need to be careful with your expenses. COVID told us that we need to be flexible anytime we have not only a pandemic, but every single crisis that can happen, right? COVID showed us that the utilities, suddenly go up because you don't have the top line and the revenues, right? So all these expenses, one more thing, and the manning, the workforce. We take for granted that before manning we had 450 employees, right?
Mm-hmm.
After COVID, we all went to the misery of having to retrench some of the staff and having to cut some of the salaries, right? So, having said this, what I suggest for the future is, one is we need to make sure that the constructors and the developers, they think about the hotels as a sustainability, with the most sustainability that they could. So about electricity, about power, about saving modes, about being able to something that they call now, which is smart buildings. No, as much technology you can invest in your building, the faster and the most flexible will be able in case that you have any crisis like this. No,
right. Okay.
So for example, I was thinking for next year, if we can invest on let's say what happened like for last week happened, that it was a problem with the water, right? So everybody, the water got contaminated somehow, and then so if we can actually, when we build hotels, we have bigger tanks, or we have a way that we have a lot of rain in Malaysia, right? So if we can actually get the water of the rain to be able to be useful, or we can filter that water, we can use them later, we will not have any problems in the future, right? Yeah. The same about the costing of the lighting. All the lights should be low cost, should be low power and
consumption.
Exactly, consumption. Thank you very much. And that's what I would suggest. And then from the other side, making sure that when you open your hotel, the ones that they have to open because they have deadlines, make sure the staff is very, very, very well trained in different positions. The staff should be multi skill in different positions. So the bellmans should be able to do check-ins, not only to carry the luggage upstairs, because suddenly you have a peak of occupancy, you can grab a bellman, so you don't need 100 people to open the hotel, and you can open the hotel with 80 people, right? And slowly, while your occupancy is growing, then you can actually improving your workforce, no? And that is the second thing. One was about energy, the other one is manning, and the other one is if they are in time to make a small adjustments on, for example, the back of the house to make it a little bit more lean. So let's say you're thinking of having 2 kitchens, one for banquets and one for the coffee house. Make sure you make your kitchen, let's say your main kitchen, you make it a little bit bigger, and then you do the production from both. So you need a little bit less of, but this is difficult. It's only the ones that they are working on the plans right now, right?
That's right. That's right.
Basically, the tagline of this question will be to make sure you actually can run your operation as lean as possible.
And efficient as possible. Yeah. No, I think thank you very much for the advice. I think that those are very, very good advice, and I think developers will need to make all these considerations. Be it manpower, utilities, sizing, of space planning. All this needs to be considered. Thank you very much for this advice. That's about all the time we have now, JK. But before we go, we have many aspiring hoteliers that's tuning in, whether it's students or people who wants to join the hotel industry. What's your advice to all these new people coming to this industry? The advice for the young people that they have idealized, because you idealize your job, no? I want to work in a hotel because it's very luxurious and it's very, let's say, glamorous. No, the glamorous thing on a luxury hotel is there actually, but you need to work very hard, right? So my advice will be: make sure you love it, make sure you're passionate, because it is like every other job. I'm not saying that this is the most difficult job in the world, but I tell you that this job takes a lot of resilience. You need to be, every single day you need to wake up and you need to be positive, and you need to arrive to work and knowing that you're gonna face 100 challenges and 100 laughs and 100 cries, because it's so personal, it's so emotional, this job. And you connect so much with your guests, with your colleagues, and with your owners and with your corporate offices, that you need to be psychologically ready. You need to be positive. I would say I wake up every day, and I think this is going to be the best day of my life, right? So that's the only way that this business, which is very demanding, you will be able to succeed. You need to be ready for learning every day, and be humble. Be humble. You will never stop learning in this business. Like we all say, never a dull moment in the hotel. Every day is a different day, and I think you said it right, JK. The passion has to be there. If there is passion, I think you will definitely enjoy this career in the hotel industry. Thank you very much, JK, again for the time spent, and we really appreciate this time. I look forward to seeing you, and I wish you all the best with Banyan Tree Kuala Lumpur and the Pavilion Hotel Kuala Lumpur. And I wish you to have a great stay here in Malaysia. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Hanley. It was a pleasure, and you have your home here with us in Banyan Tree and Pavilion Hotel Kuala Lumpur. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.